Hello students, how are you? So yesterday we have completed our exercise 1.2. Now we'll move on to the exercise 1.3. But before starting the exercise 1.3, the exercise 1.3 is based on the multiplication of integers. So that means first we have to study that how we can multiply the integers. Like in the very first video of this chapter, I have explained you that how to add integers and how to subtract integers. So similarly, we have to study first that how we can multiply the integers. And similarly, like in the addition and subtraction, we have studied various properties. In the addition and subtraction, we have studied various properties: closure property, commutative, associative, identity, and inverse property. So similarly, in the multiplication also, we have to study these properties and we have to verify that whether they are true in the case of multiplication or not. So let's start at how we can multiply the integers. What are the rules? Okay. So the multiplication of integers. Okay. So how we can multiply the integers? There are two cases. First one will the multiplication of positive and a negative integer. Means we have to multiply one positive and one negative. Or second case can be only the two negative, because the two positive is very simple. You know that 6 into 4, 24, 3 into 12, okay, 36. That is simple. But other cases will be that one positive, one negative, or both will be negative. So the multiplication of a positive and a negative integer. What is the rule? First we read out this, then I will explain with the example also. We multiply them as a whole number. If one number is positive and other is negative, like this one, first is positive and other is negative, minus 6. So what we'll do? We multiply them as a whole number. 4 into 6 will be 24. So we multiply them as a whole number and put a minus sign. We'll put the minus sign. If one is positive and one is negative, we'll multiply them and put minus sign. Okay, either the first one is negative or second one is positive, it will not make any difference. Clear? So that means if a is into multiplied by minus b or minus a is into b, the answer will come c. So that means a into minus b or minus a into b or minus a into b, all are the same things. Clear? But if one is minus and one is plus, that means in answer the negative sign will come, and multiplication normally. Now the multiplication of two negative integers means if both are negative, like in this case minus 10 and minus 12. So we multiply the two integers like a whole number. We'll simply multiply 10 into 12, 120. But we put the sign of positive. So there is positive sign, plus, plus. Either you write plus or not, it is understandable that it is plus. Understandable. So 10 into 12, 120, and sign is plus, because both are negative. Rule says that if both are negative, simply multiply them and put the sign of plus. That means minus a into minus b will equals to what? A into b. Means 10 into 12 answer is what? 10 into 12 answer is your 120. And minus 10 into 12 answer is also 120. That means minus a into minus b is same as a into b. Okay, that means if you have to multiply the two integers, simply multiply them and there should not be any negative sign. The answer is come in the positive integer. Clear? Now the next one is your that multiplication of three or more negative integers. Means if there are more than three numbers are there, more than two numbers are there, means if there are 3, 4 or 5 integers are there and all are negative, how will multiply them? Okay, so like minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1. There are 4 negative integers. This is negative, this is negative, this is negative, and this is negative. So simply what we have to do, we multiply them normally like a whole number. 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. 4 into 3 is 12, 12 into 2, 24, 24 into 1, answer is coming 24. Plus sign. Because the rules say that if the number of negative integer in a product is even, means if these negative numbers are even, means they are in the form of two number, either there are 2 number or 4 numbers, 6, 8. How many negative numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So they are in the even number. Okay, that means it will come 24 plus 24. It say that if the number of negative integers in a product is even, the answer will be a positive integer. If the number of negative integer in a product is odd, like in this case, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. We'll simply multiply 2 into 3, 6, 6 into 4, 24. But it is coming minus, because how many times the minus coming? Minus is coming 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And 3 is a odd number. So similarly, if the minus sign will come 5 times, 7 times, 9 times, in the final answer, you will always have to put the minus sign. If the minus integer is coming if the minus integers are in the form of even numbers like 4 times, 8 times, 10 times, 20 times, so in the final answer there will be no negative sign, only the positive sign. Clear? We can understand this one more example like minus 5, minus 2, minus 3 and 4. Now 5 into 2, 10, 10 into 3, 30, 30 into 4, 120, minus sign. You will say that, sir, there are 4 numbers. There are 4 numbers, but minus sign is only with 3 numbers, 1, 2, 3. That's why it is odd. So in the final answer, it will be minus. Or you can say that they are forming pair and this is left alone. So that's why it will come be your negative. Clear? Now, the properties of multiplication of integers. Like in the addition, I have already told you that there were the properties were closure property, commutative property, associative property, identity property. Additive identity was there. Clear? If you have seen that in your first notes, that was additive identity. But here it is multiplicative identity because we are doing in the case of multiplication. Similarly, it was additive inverse. But here it will be multiplicative inverse. And the last one is distributive property. This is the new property which we are going to study. Okay. So, we'll start with the first one, closure property. What was the closure property in the addition and subtraction? That if we take any two integers and we add or we subtract, we have to check whether the answer is coming integer or not. So in the addition and subtraction, they were coming integers. That means if we add any two integers, they were integers. Answer is integers. So similarly here, if we multiply any two integers, the answer is coming integer or not? Yes. If we take any two integer a and b and we multiply them, that answer is also an integer. For example, 4 into 5 is your 9 and so this I am taking both positive, that is answer is coming 9. 9 is an integer. I take one negative, 5 for minus 5 into 3, minus 15. Minus 15 is also an integer. That means so multiplication is also closed under. Okay, that means multiplication is also closed under this thing. Clear? Commutative property. Commutative property was that a plus b is equals to b plus a. You have studied this. That means we can add integers in any order. A plus b equals to b plus a. So, but subtraction was not true. Here also we have to check whether a into b is b into a. Yes. If we multiply a into b, like similarly in the addition, answer will come same. 4 into 5, 20 or 5 into 4, 20. So that means 4 into 5 is same as 5 into 4. We can take in the one more example, negative minus 3 into 2, minus 6 or 2 into minus 3, minus 6. Answer is coming same. So that means again, so integers, multiplication of integer is commutative. Associative, for the associative we have to take 3 integers like in addition a plus b plus c. What was the answer? A plus b plus c. Here in place of plus we have multiplication. That means either we multiply a into b first and that answer will be multiplied by c, or if we multiply b into c first and then the answer will be multiplied by a, answer will come same. We'll check with the example 5 into 4 into 2. First we check this. So 5 into 4 is coming 20 and then 20 multiplied by 2, 40. Or I can write in this way, 5 into 4 into 2 means we have to multiply 4 into 2 first. So 5 into 8 and answer is coming 40. That means I can take this way, that means a into b first into c is same as a into b into c will be same. Negative also, we can take the negative integers also. That doesn't mean that it is only for the positive, like minus 2 into 3 into 4. If you take, this is coming minus 6 into 4, minus 24, and minus 2 outside and 3 into 4 first, 3 into 4, minus 2 into 12, minus 24. Clear? It will be true also for that. But the multiplication sign cannot be replaced by the minus sign. Okay. Now the next property is the multiplicative identity. Okay. Multiplicative identity. Like in the case of your addition, we have done what? We have done the additive identity. If you see in the addition, we have done additive identity. Additive identity was that if what number should we add to a given integer so that number will come itself. That was 0. So here in the multiplication identity, what number should we multiply by an integer so that the answer will come the same? That number will be 1. That means if any number is multiplied by 1, the number will come itself. Either plus number or negative number. If you multiply 4 into 1, it is coming 4. Or if you take minus 5 into 1, it is coming minus 5. Clear? So hence 1 is the multiplicative identity for every integer. Like in the addition and subtraction, 0 was the additive identity for every integer. Means if we can add 0 to any number, the answer will come the same, the number itself. But here we are talking about in the case of the multiplication. So by what number we will multiply so that the answer will come the number itself. That number is always 1. Now the multiplicative inverse, which is also known as reciprocal. Means if a is an integer, if we take any integer, then there will be one number, there will exist an integer 1 by a. Means 1 by a means if you multiply the number and 1 by a, you will get 1. Like suppose 5. What is it? 5. Then the other number will be 1 by 5. Because when we multiply 5 into 1 by 5, it is coming 1. So I can say that 1 by 5 is the reciprocal of 5. 1 by 5 is the reciprocal of 5. Or 5 will be the reciprocal of 1 by 5. So I can say that 1 by a is the multiplicative inverse or a reciprocal of a. Clear? But in the addition and subtraction, it was additive inverse. We were talking the opposite sign. Like 5, it was becoming minus 5. If you are talking about additive inverse, that what is additive inverse of 5? Minus 5. But here the multiplicative inverse of 5 is what? 1 by 5. Reciprocal. Additive inverse was changing the sign, but multiplicative inverse is that we have to write down that in the form of reciprocal. Clear? So that when we multiply both of them, we'll get 1. Clear? Now, the last property is the distributive property, which you have done in the class 6, okay, in the first or second chapter, okay, that for any two integers we have done in the whole number. So, distributive property, there will be two parts of the distributive property. Distributive property of multiplication over addition or distributive property of multiplication over subtraction. So, this is the left hand side of the property, which say that a into b plus c. So what will be the right hand side? That means this a will be multiplied by this first in first bracket. Then this a will be multiplied by c in the next bracket. Clear? A into b in the first bracket and a into c in the second bracket. And plus sign. The sign which is here will come in the center. Clear? This is known as distributive property of multiplication over addition, because multiplication is here over addition sign. Clear? Example. 4 into 5 plus 3. So in the first bracket 4 into 5, in the next bracket 4 into 3. And in the center addition, because this is addition. How we can solve? 4 into 5 20, 4 into 3 12. So answer is coming 32. Second is distributive property of multiplication over subtraction. Distributive property of multiplication over subtraction. The only difference is that instead of plus it is minus. So same as it is in first bracket, it will come your a into b. Clear? In the second bracket, it will come your a into c. Sorry, it is written b. It has to be a. Clear? A into b in the first bracket. Okay. And a into c in the second bracket. Minus sign in the center because minus is here. Example same, which is the top one. Instead of plus, minus. So 4 into 5 in the first one. And 4 into 3 in the second one. 4 into 5 first. 4 into 3 in the second, and minus sign in the center because minus sign is here. That means 20 minus 12, 8. Clear? Hope you understood this. One more example if you want to see. Okay. This first integer can be negative also. Okay. This can also be negative. This can also be negative. Okay. Rule will remain same. That means first these two numbers will come in bracket. Then second these two numbers will come in bracket. And this sign will come at the center. So what I am doing, minus 3 into 5 in the first bracket, okay, and minus 3 into 3 in the second bracket, plus in the center because of this plus. Clear? So minus 15 plus minus 3 into 3, 9, and this is minus 15, this minus 9 becomes, plus minus becomes minus 15 into 9, minus 24. Clear? So this is the end of all the properties of the multiplication of integers. Now, you have to do the exercise 1.3 first question by your own. There are total, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Total 10 parts are in this question. You have to do these questions by your own as a homework. But you have to do this in the classwork notebook. By putting the exercise 1.3 as a heading, you have to do this in your classwork notebook. Very simple. 3 into minus 1, minus 3. Minus 1 into 225, minus 25. Minus 21 into minus 30. Okay, that will be 630 plus 630 because this is minus and this minus because 2 times plus. Minus 316 into minus 1, 316 because 2 times. Minus 15 into 0 into minus 8, it is 0 because it is coming 0. One time it's coming 0, so all complete answer will be 0. Here you have to do the multiplication of the all 3, but minus sign is coming 2 times, so minus in the final answer. Similarly, multiplying these three numbers, minus sign is coming 2 times, so minus will be there in the final answer. Here minus sign is coming 3 times, so there will be minus sign in the final answer. Here minus sign is also in 3 times, so minus sign will be in the final answer. Here minus is coming 4 times, that means in the final answer there should not be any minus sign. The answer will come in a positive number. Clear? And rest the multiplications you have to do. Clear? But these questions, at least 1, 2, 3, these up to this thing, we can done in a one single step. But these last 4, at least 2 steps will be required. Like first solve these thing and then multiply the product by 9. Like 9 into 18 and then the final answer. Okay, don't complete in one step. So clear? So complete this exercise 1.3 first question in your notebook, in your classwork notebook. Okay, so till then, take care. Bye.